guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you were Jennifer Lopez, people are saying you are begging and pleading for another chance with Ben. And all Ben said was, can I go now? Y'all, if you don't know what I'm talking about, J-Lo and Ben are going through it. Now, some people think that they're not getting divorced. And if that's the case, baby, I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. Ben moved out. He got a house. J-Lo is shopping for houses over in New York or someplace else, and they are putting up a $61 million house that they haven't even owned for a year that J-Lo paid the bulk of. They're putting it back on the market. And get this, Ben, in his typical whiny fashion, is complaining that he was too far away from his children. Sir, you mean the house you looked for, the house you agreed to, the house that you had J-Lo put up her money after she sold her other house. You're now claiming you never wanted any parts of it because it was too far away from your kids. Never mind the fact that J-Lo moved her kids from Miami and everything they'd known just so you could be closer to your kids. And you literally had the nerve to complain that you had to drive an extra 10 minutes to see them. Y'all, let's get into this. I actually feel like I said, really, really sorry for J-Lo, but we're going to follow this divorce to the bitter end. So anyway, J-Lo doesn't want this divorce to happen. She is now back to where she was in 2002, begging and pleading with Ben and letting him know that it can work and she can change. Listen, I don't care if you're a J-Lo fan or not. J-Lo is who she is. Ben needs to accept that. But on the other hand, J-Lo, Ben is who he is. And you need to accept that too. You are his option. You are the person where he feels like he wants razzmatazz and to dip his toe in the Hollywood scene. He gets with you. But as soon as you start to embarrass him, he pushes you away quick. Ben is also hanging around his friends that couldn't stand you the first time around. And now they're saying the same thing. Get this. They said J-Lo and Ben Affleck are not fully thrown in the towel on their marriage yet. Ben has, but just like 2002, J-Lo won't take the hint. Just one day after ET reported that J-Lo and Ben had put their marital home on the market, a source is sharing where the couple stands as rumors continue to swirl around the state of the relationship. Now, this is ET, Entertainment Tonight News. My guess is Benny Medina had his finger on this. So my guess is Ben didn't co-sign on this. So my guess is this is what J-Lo wants us to believe. A source, Benny Medina, I think, tells ET, Jen and Ben have been living separate lives, but have not officially separated. Ben has a new lease. Okay, you know what? I'm going to wait until Ben pops up with a new girl, and then we going to believe that separation. Or J-Lo with a new boyfriend, because you know J-Lo will move on quickity-dickety. At this point, they're just doing their own thing. They went into the relationship very optimistic and thought things could change, but they haven't. When it comes to their living situation, amid the listing of their 60.8 million Los Angeles compound, which they purchased just a year ago, the source shared that J-Lo is looking for places to set up shop as they attempt to take some space to figure things out. Now, listen, everybody's marriage is different. But if your marriage consists of your husband moving out and getting a new home, you're searching for a new home, he's not leaving he's going to stay right there hovering around his children, which is great. J-Lo needs to take the same advice. Where y'all think that's going? You're getting a home in New York. How's this marriage going to work out? You're going to see each other every Monday, Thursday, Friday? They're spending, anyway, get this, right? A source continued, Jen is touring houses and shopping around for her own home. She's been leaning on her mom, sisters, and kids during this transitional period. Um, it'd be funny. Alex Rodriguez, like, get in there. Help J-Lo rebuild her life. You know you're good for it. Ben, who was previously married to Jen Garner and shares 3 children with her, has similarly been leaning on his close friends, including Matt Damon and family members who all remember how none of Ben's family came. Remember how Ben's dad did a interview when the wedding was going to about, what are you talking about, J-Lo? He literally said this to the Daily Mail. What are you talking about? J-Lo's the love of his life. I mean, maybe he never talked about her. We never heard him say anything about her. So I guess. Anyway, they said Ben is sad about it all, but focused on his work, being a great dad, and co parenting well with Jennifer Garner. Now, this is the part that made me mad. Ben didn't say one word about J-Lo's kids. Remember how I said they were struggling to blend a family? Remember how J-Lo moved her kids all the way to Los Angeles so they could be with new daddy? Remember how J-Lo gave Ben a Father's Day post talking about, "I love the father you are to your children and my children." Your focus on parenting? He's been leaning on Matt Damon and his close circle of friends. Matt has always been Ben's corner and a supportive of him. I think that's the only relationship that he can actually sustain. And that's because Matt Damon basically lets him do anything he wants to do. But so does Jennifer Gardner. But Jennifer Gardner ended up leaving him. Get this. They had a 4-hour date at the marital home they put up the set for sale. This is how desperate J-Lo's come. Ben sits her down to tell her, "Stop calling paparazzi, accept this is over. I don't want this anymore." J-Lo is apparently pleading, "Please, please, please, I can change, I can change." And you leaked that it was a 4-hour date at the marital home they put up for sale? Please. That was Ben packing his mess up saying, "Okay, so the movers will be there." I don't even think he even moved the stuff in there. He was photographed leaving the property in his black Mercedes on Sunday evening, having spent 4 hours at the residence. How sad is it that your husband, while you guys are trying to figure it out, the most you've seen him in weeks is 4 hours? Um, They hired a realtor, Santiago Arana, from the agency to handle the sale with a listing price of around 65 million. It's 43,000 square feet. This is a resort. Features 17 bedrooms, 30 bathrooms, parking for 80 vehicles, an indoor sports complex, sports bar, outdoor lounge areas, and a zero-edge pool. It sounds like a huge resort. Amid separation rumors, uh, despite the rumors, J Lo's been wearing her wedding ring. Ben says he hated that place because he thought that he never liked it. He thought it was too far away from his children. Okay. Jennifer is now saying it was way, way, way too big for her. As much as they want to talk about whether they're on good terms or not, let's see if that movie that Ben was producing, that Jennifer was starring in, let's see if that movie ever sees the light of day. Let's see if they're even still working on that movie, because that would be the best indication on whether they're figuring things out or whether they've called it quits. Listen, I've said it once and I've said it again. J-Lo, this is back to 2002. And I don't even mean that to be funny. It's actually sad what Ben is doing to her. But this is 2002 all over again. I don't know, guys. What do y'all think about this? Are y'all hoping they get back together? I know J-Lo is. Ben is already checked out. I'm telling you, cross your fingers, J-Lo takes the hint, because Ben, first he'll lose interest. Then, according to J-Lo, he'll become a lazy lover. They don't touch each other anymore. But the third thing, when she doesn't take the hint, he'll start being self-destructive. And if she still clings on, he will pop up with another woman or under another woman. And then J-Lo will be forced, like she did last time, to make him go to counseling before he finally finds a way to wiggle out of it. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.